Oh, look, we got something about a Coke. 1 minute, 24 seconds.
Okay. I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I had to park down the end of the road.
Did we watch this one?
Walked up, knocked on the door, no answer. I took my keys out of my bag and unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. You can tell because the key doesn't turn when you try to turn it.
Yeah, I
It's the
remember.
same story from the other girl, though.
I walked in. Simon's
Oh.
coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes in the shoe rack. I shouted out. I walked straight into the kitchen because he usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper, but he wasn't there. I touched the kettle, it was cold. I looked quickly in the living room, nothing. So I walked upstairs to the bedroom and he wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. I had a shower. The phone rang whilst I was in the shower. I didn't answer it. I think it was Eric. Then I was just exhausted.
She didn't say just
So I
the
lay
first
down
time.
in bed and I fell asleep, though I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. This time I spoke to him. Then I called Doug and Eleanor.
See? That's new.
That is, you
And I
are
decided
right.
to come and see you. That enough?
What did I tell you?
Hey,
What did I tell you?
all right. Now, was it... Okay, what was the date on that?
6:30.
That was 6:30. So the other one...
I think was 7:2. Yeah, it was the last video. She wore a long sleeve shirt. 7:1.
Okay. I parked up on the street. It was busy,
Yeah.
so I parked down the end of the road. I walked up to the house. I knocked on the door. No answer. I took my keys out of my bag, unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. I could tell because the key wouldn't turn when I tried to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg.
Wasn't on the
Couldn't see
peg,
his shoes
though.
in the shoe rack. I shouted out for him. I walked straight into the kitchen. He usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper. He wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly into the living room. Nothing. I walked upstairs to the bedroom. He wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. Then I had a shower. Whilst I was in the shower, the phone rang. I think it was Eric, his boss. I didn't answer it. Then I came out and I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, but I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. I spoke to him. Then I called Simon's parents.
Ah, Simon's parents, Doug and Eleanor.
And then I decided to come and see you.
Got it.
I bet.
I bet you're
I
right.
don't know.
So it's weird that she asks that enough twice, because I was thinking, are they making her say the same? Like, are they asking her to verify her story the day later? Right? Because those videos are a day apart.
Or they're a day apart. Okay.
But, and the one that we just watched, the new one, was the first time. I don't know, though.
It didn't change any, really.
It didn't change any. And also when it said, why would you ask that enough if they're asking you to repeat yourself? Right? It's weird. Diane. This is Eric's wife that we're talking about.
Diane is really nice. She helps out with the glaziers, organises the Christmas party, that sort of thing. They have 2 kids, really sweet kids.
Does she have a bruise on her
She used
face?
to look out for me when I worked there.
I don't know if that's a bruise or... Well, let me write it down.
Guitar.
Should I write that down?
Simon and Eric arguing? No, I can't imagine they'd be arguing. And they get on so well. Unless it was something to do with work. Maybe
Eric did it
Simon's
too.
getting too much of a perfectionist.
They all did it.
But I don't know.
She's still alive.
You should ask Diane.
That's my bet. I bet that he's still alive.
That's-
I'm out of space. I have 3 columns, internet. 3 columns of words. I need to use a back of a page here in a second. This is fucking ridiculous.
What's next?
Pub.
2 new ones.
No, not drugs. I mean, he drinks, but never very much. He goes to the
All right.
pub and has 1 or 2. Sometimes we go together. He drinks wine with food, but no, doesn't have any kind of drinking problem.
That's what they all say.
Yeah, it's a true story.
God, I don't know. Could be anyone. Maybe someone follows him back from the pub. But why would he let them in? Doesn't make sense.
Alright.
Okay. Wife.
Wife.
We know we're gonna get a lot of hits with this, right? Because she said Eric's wife.
We only got one that we can play, though.
Well, she has a knife.
What?
She's been cooking, I guess. She's been cooking him his favourite meal. She's his wife. And he's asleep and she doesn't want to wake him because he's ill. That's why she's sad.
What?
Because he's ill and he might die.
What? What?
I'm gonna write down psychology.
Is that one of those, like, here's a picture, tell me a story kind of questions?
I want to feel like it's like a Rorschach test, right?
Okay.
That here's the picture. What do you see in that picture?
Right.
I wrote psychology for that. Married.
Okay, after this wedding.
Okay. I was gonna do Mary next.
Okay.
We got married when I was 17.
Oh.
It's early. Okay. Mary.
Childhood sweethearts. Something like that. Are you married, detective?
No.
When you've been married
Think
for
she's
10
got a-
years, stuff accumulates. We could argue about anything.
I think she's got a bruise there,
He's so
boo.
nice. That doesn't help. He tries to smooth things over and that just makes it worse. We're both passive aggressive, so we never normally argue directly about anything.
The ones that were the next day, does she have that bruise still?
I don't know.
I got pregnant. Both our parents had a big powwow. We weren't even in the room. And they decided we should get married.
Okay. Mary is next. Okay. Wedding.
Ewing.
Okay, you.
Yeah.
I guess you could call it that, but we were both happy to get married. It was a beautiful wedding. We had our first dance to Come Back and Stay. I'm not sure if that's a good wedding song, but I loved it.
I don't know what
chose
that
it.
song is. Oh, it's
It was
British.
Genuinely our first dance. We'd never danced together before. It
Oh.
was probably awful to watch, but I enjoyed it. It felt like it was just me and Simon for that moment. Just the two of us.
the two of us.
Can take it if we try.
We spent the wedding night in a hotel in Brighton. It would have been too much to do more. We were saving for the baby. It was wonderful to be in a hotel, away from home, just alone together. Since then, we've always tried to get away for our holiday.
All right, so dates. I'm trying to remember dates now.
That was 6/25. Well, I know in the video on 7/1, I don't remember saying it. That video where the tattoo exists.
Yeah, we were 17. It was a nice wedding, people said. Simon looked very handsome in the photos. His parents paid for everything, but he's an only child, so it was important to them. It was what they called a shotgun wedding, but if you looked at the photos, you couldn't tell. The dress was beautiful. It looked like Princess Diana's. The train wasn't quite as long though. There's a great photo of the bridesmaid helping to carry it out of the car.
So that felt detached, like she's not
That wasn't about her wedding.
right. It wasn't quite committing either
Right.
way, but it was definitely felt detached.
Mm-hmm.
The parents decided there would be a wedding. And after the wedding, Hannah moved in with his parents. There was no way I could follow. So we were separated again. I stayed
Separated.
in the attic. It was hard. It's like I suddenly didn't exist. I would seek out, but in case anyone recognized me, I started wearing a wig.
Blonde wig?
Blonde wig.
Hannah and I would meet up in the park. I was trying to get pregnant. But I couldn't. I mean, I couldn't do it with anyone we knew, so it was sex with strangers. Drunk guys I'd met in clubs, parks and alleyways. I was 17. It felt like I was being punished. But it was Hannah who had betrayed us.
Betray.
Ooh.
I had to stop when one of the guys gave me an STD.
STD.
When we met up, it was disturbing. For the first time, my reflection, she didn't look like me. She was fatter, flushed. If anything, I was getting skinnier.
Because of all the cocaine.
Right.
Hard to look sometimes. We talked about what to do. Was it time to become our own people? I mean, that seemed like the right thing to do, but neither of us wanted it. We agreed that her and Simon would get their own place as soon as possible, and then I could move in. And that was the plan.
Uh-oh.
It's clearly a person. Looks like a boy. All right, the next thing I have is 8 o'clock. I don't know how to search for that, so I'm just going to do 8.
How about type out the number 8?
What's next?
Right.
Shut up.
E-Right. That's a good website. E-Right.
You're welcome.
No. I lost the baby.
No, lost the
I had
baby.
miscarriage at 8 months.
I already have miscarriage.
I know you did.
We carried on living at Simon's parents until it
Oh,
was only a few months after.
Who miscarries at 8 months? That'd be terrible.
that would be terrible.
I think when I drove back.
So this is 6:27.
8 or something. And I got back to the house about 3.
It's so hard to know which one's which, and
Well,
like
this is 2 days after the bruise that you're so concerned about in the red, and I can't tell. The camera's too crappy.
I think when I drove back it was about 8 or something.
Thank you for remembering my own question.
I got back
You're
to the
welcome.
house about
Eh?
3.
I can't really tell. I can't tell if it's blush.
That looks like blush there. Whereas that one looks like a bruise.
Yeah.
No. I lost the baby. I had a miscarriage at 8.
All right, I don't want to hear that again. It's
Yeah,
sad.
that's the saddest thing in the whole world. All right, birthday.
Woo! Happies! All right. Boo Cat and Bedroom Cow. I know we're usually really exciting.
And we're really talkative, but it's really, I don't want to interrupt a video for you.
That's my birthday.
Yes, that's her birthday,
All the
Boo.
big ones, but I guess you can see that.
What does that mean?
Not one of the big birthdays, not 40. They can see it from the records.
No. Well, yes. He found out on my birthday. I told him I was pregnant.
So you told him you were pregnant on your birthday?
I guess. I don't know.
Well, a week or so ago. It would have been the Saturday before my birthday. You know,
Saturday.
I get out on the weekends, have a lie-in, then want to get up and blitz the house.
What does that mean?
I don't know, Boo.
All right. Next is baby.
There's gonna be a lot of baby.
Yeah, we got a couple we can watch though.
25 seconds.
We couldn't afford our own place. Simon dropped
Okay.
out of school, went full-time with Glaziers. That was their generosity.
Right.
We moved in with his mum and dad. They had a spare room for us
And the
and
baby,
the baby, if it came.
which it didn't.
It was a nice change, time to myself, living there for those months, full of hope.
Time to yourself. What does that mean?
Without the voice, maybe.
It was after dinner. I had spoken to Sam's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff, about when we lived there, about the baby. There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff we never needed, and I never had the heart to throw out. And I suddenly remembered that when I'd looked down there the week before, those boxes, that pile was in the wrong place. I went cold all over. I went down there with a torch and went straight to the back.
Torch means flashlight.
That's when I saw the bin bags.
I don't know what bin bags are.
Garbage bags.
Pulled them open, saw the body.
Uh-oh.
I screamed, and that's when I called the police.
Body boo. How many sheets of paper we got?
2.
Yes.
So this lady is
It
the
was
one
a
that...
shock to him. I mean, we never thought it was possible. I don't know what he... I mean, I hadn't decided whether to keep the baby. I wasn't really ready to talk to him about it.
So his body was at his parents' house?
Somebody's body was at the parents'
Or
house.
was that pile at her house?
I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe it was at their house.
I'm just gonna write down pile.
Yes, I'm fine. I won't be sick again. This happens some days. I'm pregnant.
Are you?
It's morning sickness. It's Rapunzel. The story starts when she's born. Mother Gothel, a witch, takes Rapunzel from her parents and keeps her locked up in this tower. Rapunzel gets pregnant by the prince, and Mother Gothel is furious, so she cuts off her hair and throws it.
Does she think she's Rapunzel?
Actually,
I don't
it's
know.
already short here, so that's already happened. So she throws her into the wilderness, and Rapunzel is reunited with the prince, who's blind, but she kills him with her tears, and so it's a happy ending. Is that too much?
Is that too...
It's a happy ending.
It's a happy ending.
She thinks she's Rapunzel. I'm sure of it.
When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted. The streets were empty. I was driving badly. And I hit a taxi. Not a big crash, just paintwork. The guy was so pissed off because I didn't have a driving license on me. But when I told him I was pregnant, he made sure I got to the hospital so they could check me out. It was fine. The hospital must have details when I was looked at. There's a
Hospital.
scratch on the car.
Pregnant is what your starts
Yep.
called? Pregnancy.
Oh, there's 2.
You're welcome.
Yes. I inherited it from my parents, so it made sense to move back. Me and Simon. Felt like going back to old ways.
What was the
before
name?
Pregnancy. Reminded
Me and
of a
Simon.
Girl, the dollhouse in the attic. Old things.
The
We didn't
dollhouse
sleep
in the
our
attic.
schedule for a long time. We decorated it as soon as we moved in, but it was another year before we started sleeping there.
I wrote down dollhouse.
Interesting.
Hannah had a miscarriage.
Yep.
This was late in the pregnancy and it left her infertile. Felt like the universe had corrected its course. We were aligned again.
You are a crazy person.
But Hannah and Simon were still living with his parents. They were married. Simon had a job at the Glaziers now. Eric had given him a full-time position after he left school. And
then what? What happened, you crazy person?
Woo, 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 woo.
All right, tattoo.
Yeah, I want to hear about the tattoo, boo. There's only one left. It's only 14 seconds.
oh, my tattoo. I got it to express my individuality. It's an apple and a snake.
The guy figured out her name because of her tattoo. Apple and snake would be Eve.
Express my individuality. Yes, apple and snake, Eve. So blue shirt, that lighter blue shirt, is the Eve personality. Right?
I wrote down apple, snake, and individuality.
Alright.
Wig. Wig is up next.
I'm just trying to figure it out. You're trying to write shit down. Oh.
What? What? Big Cat's better at everything
A
than you.
wig. You mean... But what type of wig?
Tapping again.
No, I've never worn a wig. What kind of wig? This other person doesn't exist. I don't know what the blonde wig is, but it could be anything. Have you looked at the cat flap?
Do I need to look at the right on cat flap?
No, it's just about letting it people in and out.
About 9. I went round and she was waiting for me. She was furious and so angry. The kind of anger you can only have towards yourself. We screamed at each other, argued, cried, we fought. I hit her back, left a bruise. I had my wig on from performing and she tore it off. Eventually, we grew tired of fighting and I left.
I wrote down fought.
Performing? Performance? Gig? I don't know. Doesn't seem the most important thing.
Pretend.
Wait, what's that?
Hit it. Do I answer this? No.
What is it not doing?
I can't put a space and I can't put a comma.
Oh. Maybe that's telling us that we know the answers. Like, this is how you beat the game. We've watched all the videos that we need to watch.
Well, hit call then. Do we know the answer?
I don't know the answer.
Okay, well then close it.
Closing.
And I think we know what happened.
Okay, you got me. I'll confess. We were there. It was a dirty weekend. Simon was going to expense it, pretend it was a business trip. I used a made-up name. We stayed at the hotel, had room service, didn't leave the room, had a great view of the river, and you could hear the church bells.
So she went to Oxford.
Yes. I figured that out
Like you
already.
said, it was very romantic. It lasted about 6 months. I tried to carry on, but everything was different. Hannah insisted I not pretend to be her around Simon. let alone sleep with him. I didn't share him like the others. The rules had changed. Me living in the attic had become weird in a way it hadn't been before.
Alright. Bedroom cows are weirded out. Just so you guys know.
Yeah, for sure. Cut his throat.
Or just throat.
That's next.
Alright. Oh, alright.
What now? What? What?
His body,
It didn't look real.
real.
Stop.
I'm sorry.
His throat. It looked like his throat had been cut. And I didn't see his glasses. There's these thick glasses.
Hmm.
It doesn't always make.
So we don't know which one her is.
No.
She is. It's not proper English, but that was good enough.
I know that one's Eve.
That one's Eve,
Like I said
and the
before,
one
it
with the
was
tattoos,
three.
Eve.
Something like that. I walked in, saw Simon. He was on the floor of the living room. His throat had been cut.
That's not the same story.
There was a lot of blood.
Oh, unless it is, and then she put him in bags and put him down.
Yeah.
Instead,
That was seagulls. Oh, no, that wasn't a seagull.
Okay. Let's do just throat.
In the throat.
Got one more.
Oh.
in his throat. How?
Okay. Evidence. You know what's hard about this? We don't ever hear what the question is.
I know.
Really?
It's only one actress.
Here's the rest.